Hi, my name is Tami, and I've been at Sargent's for the past 25 years working in the perennial area. Today I'm going to talk to you about cutting back perennials in the garden in the fall. There are some that you should cut back, but there are others for different reasons that you might want to hold off on cutting back. One of them is lavender. Lavender is probably one of our harder plants as far as hardiness. English lavender, which this is our hardiest for Minnesota. The best way to ensure that it will come back next year is to leave it upright. What will happen is that all of these needles will fall off and insulate the crown. So it helps protect it that way, gives it a little extra mulch. So that is the biggest reason that you would not want to cut back your lavender this fall. Coral bells is another one that is very finicky and can use a little help with insulation. So leaving their foliage up is a good idea. It will again help to insulate the crown, which is the most important thing because the last 2 winters we haven't had much snow. And when we don't have snow, there isn't a blanket of insulation for our perennials. So anything that you can do to protect them, you should. Ferns is another one that can use a little extra insulation because in the spring there is nothing so beautiful as little fiddleheads coming up out of the ground. And to ensure that they are looking beautiful and they're warm, leave the ferns intact. Do not cut them back. Another reason not to cut back some perennials is simply because of the color and the texture that they add to the winter garden. I know winter garden sounds weird, but it really does do your heart good when you look out at your garden in the dead of winter and you do see some green and colorful plants, because geraniums are semi-evergreen. So it always does my heart good anyway to see something green still in the garden. And as it gets cooler, the colors just burst on these. So this is a good reason not to cut back geraniums. Another plant not to cut back is your grasses, again, for winter gardening. Not only do the seed heads provide a little food for our birds, but in the wintertime, once again, when you're looking out at that landscape, the movement from the beautiful, graceful grasses, it always stirs your heart, and you can't wait until next spring. But it's a good reason to leave these up, is just to add some enjoyment to your winter. And some of our grasses have beautiful color in the fall, so you don't want to cut that back too soon. We need all the color we can get. Sedums are one of my favorites. The bees love them. They actually sleep on these late in the fall. It's so cute to see them curled up. The nice thing about sedums is a lot of people don't realize this, but they get dried out and they stay so nice and stiff. And when the snow falls, it just rests on top of the flower heads. And again, in your winter garden, it looks so beautiful. But my favorite thing to do is wait until after Thanksgiving, and I will cut a few of these off and spray paint them after they have dried and use them in my evergreen pots for Christmas. So there's a couple good reasons not to cut back your sedums. This is a milkweed plant, and a lot of people don't realize that milkweed plants have hollow stems. And many of our good bugs, bees, moths, butterflies, they will overwinter in these hollow stems. So it gives them some protection. So this is a really good reason not to cut back our milkweeds, because our gardening friends that we love to see on our flowers every year, they use this as protection. It's like a winter coat. The last 3 that I'm going to talk about is coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, Rudbeckia, and Monarda, or bee balm. This one has slowed down in the flowering, and that's what usually happens this late in the fall. But any flower heads that are on the Monarda or the Rudbeckia or the coneflowers feed goldfinches, all kinds of small wild birds. Any seeds that fall to the ground will feed little mice, rabbits, and they will eat whatever is on the ground. And they're always looking for food in the wintertime. So this is a good source of food for our birds, but some of our furry creatures too.